Hello, I want to tell you about the experience I had after securing an health insurance policy. It is it will be very useful for you to hear these incidents so that you will know how to approach the consumer court on this aspect and how to redress your grievance. Myself had served as class 1 category 1 guested officer post in Tamil Nadu government service. Now I am a retired person. Legally, my background is that my father, my grandfather, and one of my great grandfather were all advocates, lawyers in Kerala. And here what happened, I had taken insurance, health insurance since very long. It is being maintained. And when I had a problem to be admitted in the hospital, hospital told that I'll get a cashless facility. So I gave all the forms filled, got admitted. Next day, that insurance people were contacted. They told that it is being processed. But by the time, just before I got discharged, they asked one doubt, and the doubt could not be immediately cleared by the attenders because they need hospital authorities, doctors to attend. After 5 o'clock, nobody will be there. I mean, the responsible person to answer won't be there. So that is the ploy used by the third party insurance group. What is their purpose? They have got different purpose. One is that there is a Bangalore group which is giving money freely to everybody, provided we pay back. They will tell in 7 days, 1 week they say, but actually it is 5 days. They have to pay back in 5 days. Otherwise, they will charge huge interest. So they will take the paper signature from us. Automatically, they will get it from our bank, the amount they need. So we will be in the trap. So they are helping all, their term they use is that helping all the people who need money. So there is an understanding between this third party insurance group and them. So practically at the right time, we won't get any insurance when we are leaving the hospital. So naturally, hospital will tell you can leave. We will tell that you are not left, and we will ask the claim to be reimbursed as cashless. Otherwise, we have to apply for the reimbursement. So it is not reimbursement, it is cashless. So the same thing they know very well. They will keep it, somehow they will ask 2 more questions. They will keep it pending for 3-4 days. Then we will give some money from some pocket or from the loan people. And we are expected to get it from the loan group according to them, because that Bangalore group is operating in all the metropolis in big hospitals. So there is a perfect understanding between the third party insurance group and that Bangalore group, loan group. And actually in Cochin it should come, because the hospital is, third party has got an office in Cochin. But I got a call on 3rd day from Bangalore. The number shows it is Bangalore, landline. And they asked whether I had come back from the hospital. They have got an app which shows where I am now placed. So I told that I came back just now. They told no problem, in half an hour it will be sanctioned. And so with the hope, we won't approach anybody else for the money. So we will wait for getting sanctioned. We will approach them by email, other method. Finally, they told it cannot be sanctioned because there is no need of admission for this treatment. So I took all the records. I wrote to them that I'll file a case in the consumer court. Then they told you approach for reimbursement, this much amount can be sanctioned. So I went for the reimbursement. I gave all the records to that office, and they told that if you are not satisfied, you can go for a not consumer court case, that is for a compromise, and you can go for that. Luckily, I got almost all the money, but around 7,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees alone, they did not reimburse, stating few grounds. Because they know that for 6,000, 7,000, nobody will go to the consumer court case to file a case. It will take at least 1 year to win here in the district level. Then after winning in the district level, then going to the high court, to the state level court, they can go always. And that will take another 2-3 years. And the amount we spend, we won't get it in the consumer court. So people will approach ombudsman, but in ombudsman, these people have got some voice, it seems. They are happy if somebody approaches ombudsman. Because ombudsman is not a final authority, no. As per rule, even after ombudsman decision, they can go to the consumer court. Anybody, both sides. It's for the consumer it is kept, of course. So what happened? I went to the consumer court because the people, lot of people are suffering. Many people are denied their rights of health insurance. So somebody should shout, even if it is a matter of 100 rupees, we should go. Now I am planning to go against bloomsville.com I ordered a cake for my daughter's birthday. They told it will be delivered, but on the day prior to that I ordered. They told it will be delivered in few hours. Then that day I contacted, again they didn't deliver. Then after few days, daily I am contacting them. They are not reimbursing the money. But when I went to the police station, they are not accepting the complaint. Then I met the ACP. I told that the complaint should be accepted. I need only the address. I don't want your case. I'll file the court case in consumer court. I need the address. You have to find it out. I'm giving the details from my bank that they have taken money. And their offices are somewhere situated. But we can't get it in Google or somewhere. Or ChatGPT or whatever it is. Or even with the government authorities, we cannot find because their email address alone is standing. But they deliver, sometimes they deliver to the people when the money is paid. So the delivering authority group, if we contact, that is in every state, it is they have got. So we can find the address. So once I told it and gave the complaint, then after that only they started responding, saying that in few days it will be reimbursed. Usually we take 7 or 8 days. Then they reimburse the very next day. But thing is that when we went to the comments, we found that there are a lot of people, 7,000, 8,000 rupees they have lost. And nobody had approached the court, nobody had gone to the police station. Because it is a headache. We have to go. I went to the commissioner office, police commissioner office, because they have got a special group who can find it out. Then they told better go to the local police station. Local police station, they didn't entertain the complaint. Then went to approach the ACP, waited for long hours, met the ACP because he was busy due to political leaders' visit. Then before that went to the bank, got all the records, email records we had to take. So they said people used to leave, but it is a fight for the justice, for the other people. Likewise, this health insurance, lot of people are suffering, and we have to fight for the people, other people, because it may be a matter of 2,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees, and we may be spending 5,000 rupees for that. But it is when others are cheated. Somebody used to quote Gandhiji's example. When two persons are fighting for some mean money, he asked that double the mean money as the advocate fees to the complainant. Then the complainant gave. Then what he did is that he gave the poor person who is the opponent half the money and told that you pay and the matter is solved. But here the opponent is not a poor person. The poor persons are cheated here by the health insurance group, third party especially. They are having an understanding with the loan givers. So even sometimes in some hospital, people won't not the hospital authorities, the workers, they won't send it at right time. So that the workers are having understanding with the loan givers, because they are having their own station in every big hospitals in all metropolis. So the consumer court case, for that purpose, I took all the records and from the insurance office. And nowadays in Kerala, we have to approach the, we can file only through the internet. So typing internet, when we approach to the consumer court, we will get a token and we have to wait. The number is given, and then we have to go to the court. It's quite easy. You have to take it sportingly, and the court will give a date. When we go to 2 times, 3 times, we will find that it is not coming in the app meant for that. They will tell, being the new cases, it won't come in the app. So they will give a date after 40 days or so. Actually, within 30 days, if it is not rejected, it means it is approved as per the consumer rule. Then the usual questions which makes people afraid to go to the consumer court is that whether we can argue or only advocates can argue. Thing is that we can argue, and if advocates are absent, we can make some association leader or somebody who is close to us to argue for us. Mine is numbered and mine is kept in the Ernakulam district consumer court. The case is posted on 29th, newly posted. I heard that the judge wants to know, head of the consumer court, presiding officer. He wants to know whether it is a genuine one. So whenever we file the complaint, they will tell that you give one registered letter, stamped one, because government is not giving stamps for these complaints. Complaints may not be real complaint, and with the address written on the stamped envelope, along with the complaint copy which we got from the internet while filing. That complaint number at the top we get typed copy. We hand it over to the court. I think it is 3 sets and 1 set with us. And each set of complaints we are giving by registered post to the opponents, whoever are the respondents. And usually in consumer court there are 2 or 3 things. First is deficiency in service, and everything, practically all the problems are dealt in defects in service and deficiency in service. And these are the main things in consumer court, the point. Then another thing is monopolistic attitude of the opponent. That is, they are actually fooling us regarding the rate or regarding the actions taken. There is no other alternative. We are forced to be in that. That is a monopolistic attitude. That we can bring it out in the consumer code. So defects and deficiency is very important. That's then the other thing is that we need receipt, the payment. So in shops we don't have payment records usually. Then, but when we pay through the Google Pay, that record is we have get. Then we give a registered notice. The shop may not be having a proper address, but when it is received, we know that that is the address. If it is not received, we can approach the police to get it served. Then another thing what they say is that wrong information given while taking health insurance. That won't be entertained. Actually, the duty to verify lies on the insurance agent. So whenever it is wrong, not purposeful, it's not, and it is a wrong information. If it is not a purposeful one, but it is a wrong information, consumer code can help us because the others had failed in the duty. Then these are the things which people makes us afraid to ask the genuine things. Another thing is that they will tell the tests are not needed. So even in my case they told that these tests are not needed. Who will decide whether the tests are needed? It's a reputed doctor of an hospital having more than 15 beds, or 15 beds at least. And when the reputation and his ability is not in question, his word will stand up, his prescription will speak, not third-party doctor's prescription. Then, so the consumer code case is not difficult. Only thing you have to approach, and even if there is no receipt or even non-payment, not Google Pay, you can just give a registered notice through the consumer code, and let us see how they reply. We can ask, you tell what is the reason that you are not paid back my money. So for the litigation we can ask an amount, and for non-payment we can ask an amount, and interest we can ask, non-payment interest, then compensation we can ask. Usually the verdict it will be limited to 500 rupees or 12% interest and all, and the compensation as 5,000 rupees only. But you can put a claim. There are lot of verdicts which are given higher claims. Then the limitation of court jurisdiction is there. Actually, there is wherever you are staying and wherever the things had happened, that is your jurisdiction. The things where it happened or the place where you stay, that comes the jurisdiction. And even if the company had given that the case can be filed only in that area, that is not for consumer court. It's meant for some other court. So people say that the amount you paid I'd seen one lawyer speaking in the YouTube telling that the amount we paid as premium alone is counted while taking the jurisdiction for the district court or for the state court. No, that's not the amount. The claim amount is there. I had got once I had found difficulty in district consumer court in some place. Actually, I won a consumer court against Hosur Housing Board, Tamil Nadu State Housing Board at Hosur, long back. And they told that we are in difficulty, our future will be in problem, that authorities surveyor and all came to my house. I said, I won't take back the case. I want the judgment. After that, I can make a compromise. So I got a judgment because the land area was very less, but what they advertise is more area. So I asked them to make the installment lesser and to reimburse some of my money which I had paid for 5 cents of land with house in HIG. But when I measured one day after getting the house, I found that it is only 3.5 cents. Those who had approached through back doors got more land. I was not willing to approach. They have called me. So I thought, how come they give the lesser land? This 5 cents they have promised. But in square meter they had shown, in the other one they will show in square feet. At that time it was not easy to convert for an ordinary man, all this conversion. But later on when I asked the money to be returned, they said no, it will be returned only after 5 years. Then I filed a consumer court case. And consumer court case, what happened? Finally I won. Even some things happened, tricks happened. My advocate was not able to speak because of some situations. Then I told the judge that I will tell this. I will argue in the court. Because the presiding officer allowed me, he was so nice. I could express that I want the verdict of compensation also. My advocate was telling no need of compensation. Advocate means some association person, consumer association person. Because he was given free house. In non-allotted house had been given without taking any rent to him. This is how housing board will see that no case will be won against them. Against Tamil Nadu Housing Board, mine was the first case of victory. Because some compromise we are not willing, because many people are affected. In my compromise I told that those who are affected should be given back the money and the installment should be made lesser. So many people who were not knowing that the area was lesser, even one doctor in HIG 2, they got the money back. Bangalore Road Housing Board, I mean, also Tamil Nadu, Bangalore border. So, but after 5 years, what happened? All these people left the place. Suddenly, they increased the money because whatever they have told and decreased has not been recorded by me, because I thought that the executive engineer had spoken. We were in the meeting, and who will record it? And even if somebody records, nobody will keep it for 5 years. And as per record, the amount had come down. The reason is not written. So after 5 years, they told that I have to pay this amount plus the amount lessened. So to approach the consumer court, it was not easy because the time limit is over. The course of action should be new, I think within 1 month or something, or 3 months. Some limit is there. So they told, and moreover in the local court, they had some voice. Good advocate maybe, I don't know. So I thought that better go to the state court. State court means we have to ask too much money. Then only the limit is there, no? Now it is, I think, the lower courts, I mean district courts, it is up to 10 lakhs. About 10 lakhs is state court. So I put the claim above that. Above, I think at that time it was maybe around 5 lakhs. I put it 5.5 lakhs, something. And told a new issue. That is they are all, dustbin is kept there. And I took the photo. It was an unauthorized dustbin which was existing since long. I said that my darshan, cannot stay there because of the dustbin. That smell and the darshan is very important. Tamil Nadu, the darshan comes. And due to the darshan matter, there was vehement opposition by the opponent. But finally, the opponent advocate lost. And it was entertained. It was entertained in the state state consumer court. But I made a compromise because somebody came, housing board arranged somebody to buy the house. Of course, I lost the interest and all, interest rate and all, but someone bought the house. I was in need of solving the problem. So, in consumer court case, once against the Reliance Group, they gave us phone. They told that you can use it for this much month free. That was mobile phone. And we started using it. Tamil Nadu also advertisement was there. And after that, sometime they will tell to exceed the use because 2 more months it is given free. So we will use, because at that time the mobile phone of Reliance, it won't work. From one place if we go, it won't. When we reach the other district or even the taluk, we have to wait for some password to come, then apply again. It will take even 1 hour. But their aim was that the whole India, one number. So whole India, the same number can be used. But initially there will be some problems, no? But people are given that problems to be faced and no charge will be taken. But after some time, I was an agricultural officer at that time only, an agri officer. The DSP of Palladam also had taken the phone. But when he found that he was asked to use it for more time, then as it was DSP, they reimbursed the money. But I took it from Kerala. I was asked to use it more time. But by the time of reimbursing, they told that I owe them 300 rupees. But they will leave it for me. I said, no, you should have given me 5,000 rupees. But my money back, that was your policy. And I am ready to forgo it, but you have to tell that I don't owe you any money. They told that you won't get even 5,000 rupees. The other thing is that you owe us 300, but we won't further go for a case against you. I said, no, then I will fight against you in the consumer court. At that time, there was no manager for that office. Nobody will give their name. That office is there, lot of workers are there at Kadavandra, Cochin. And I just wrote that to the officer in charge of such and such office. That Reliance Group. So somebody took the registered letter. So he became the officer in charge, come manager. Then I filed the consumer court case. I was party in person in the beginning, but I found it very tough. My dad became the advocate because I was working in Coimbatore, coming from 200 kilometers away, 250 kilometers away, was very difficult. My dad took the case, and luckily he is an experienced criminal lawyer. He was a famous criminal lawyer. And he won it very easily. 7,000 rupees was awarded to me, if I remember right, as including the court litigation amount of 500 rupees. But what happened? There is a time limit that it should be given within 3 months or something. They didn't give, we gave an appeal, we gave a letter for getting it through the consumer court for the judgment to be implemented. Then what happened? They have got hold in the state level. So after 1 year, they applied in the state level consumer court, stating that we came to know this matter only during the audit. Only during the audit. And they entertained even after 1 year. So people will leave for 7,000 rupees going up to Trivandrum, to another 250 kilometers from here to the other side. So I went to the court. I started appearing Every time it gets postponed. So I couldn't withstand the travel. Then Coimbatore, going back to Coimbatore, 250 from here, kilometer from here, again going back, totally more than 500 kilometers travel. Every time, every month it is getting postponed. So finally my dad told to find a lawyer in the law, that court. I found a lawyer who told that they did not argue, or everything is drafted and kept there. Just appear. And I will pay you some 2,500 rupees. And luckily one lawyer said okay, seeing the situation. But after some time, that lawyer got promoted, got a government job. Then some other lawyer was given the burden. I told him I will give you 500 more, okay, because the amount situation had increased, no, advocate attending the number of attempts. So for 2,500 it was settled, and I got the verdict. Rupees 5,000 instead of 7,000. I got the verdict that rupees 5,000 to be given to me. So that was a great achievement, because they can't cheat the people. People will question. The rights denied will be questioned in the consumer court. So I approached all the newspapers, even Kairali TV took my video on this issue. I told it's a relevant, unreliable group, irresponsible, irrelevant activities they are doing. Like that, they were very happy, but nothing came in the press. Later on I understood that they will lose the advertisement, their advertisement, and they will be given due importance for not giving in the press. So whatever they take it, it is a benefit for them. And even none of the newspapers did publish the news, because that was the first time news against the Reliance company in the consumer court. So if it is continued, everybody will come to the court, no? And that should not be promoted. That's the aim of the company. And press supports them. So likewise, just like giving importance for lottery, which is cheating the people, press supports them. See, when 100 rupees is spent, only 10 rupees goes to the people. 90 rupees they are taking. We are not even a consumer in that. So, likewise, the rules are made quite tough. We have to stand for the truth. We have to stand for the people who are affected, the people who are denied rights. So the direct argument for others can be only through the consumer court. Okay. I am not an expert, but I am fit to do my duty. You can contact some experts for your consumer court case matter. But if you are unable to get them, you can get some advice from me. My phone number, I am Dr. Epen Vettat Epen. Phone number is 94864 76942. Okay, bye. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your patience here.